Good evening. Welcome back to Solace. Tonight, I'd like to tell you a story about a lantern. Not an ordinary lantern, but one that always knew the way home. Before we begin, take a slow breath in and gently let it go. Allow your shoulders to soften. Feel your body becoming a little heavier. There is nowhere else you need to be tonight. Only here. Only the story. The evening had arrived quietly. The last light of the sun rested on the rooftops. The sky glowed with soft shades of gold and lavender. Elowen was walking along a narrow country road. Her bag rested comfortably over one shoulder. Her worn leather journal was tucked safely beneath her arm. She wasn't searching for anything. She rarely was. She had learned that the loveliest places often appeared when you weren't looking. A cool breeze carried the scent of pine trees. Somewhere nearby, a stream flowed gently over smooth stones. Birdsong slowly faded into the quiet sounds of evening. As the path curved around a hill, Elowen noticed something unusual. A tiny lantern. It rested on an old wooden post beside the road. Its golden light flickered softly. There was no house nearby, no village, no person waiting beside it. Only the lantern. She stepped closer. Its light was warm, not bright, just enough to gently push back the darkness. Beside it hung a small wooden sign. It read, "For anyone who has forgotten the way home." Elowen smiled. "What a lovely thing to write," she whispered. Just then, the lantern lifted itself from the wooden post. Very slowly, it floated into the air. Not high, only a few feet above the ground. It drifted forward, then stopped. It was waiting. "Would you like to follow me?" The lantern glowed a little brightened. That seemed answer enough. So Elowen followed. The little light moved gently through the forest. Never too quickly, never too slowly. The trees grew taller around them. Their leaves whispered softly overhead. Fireflies began appearing between the branches, one by one. Soon, the forest shimmered with tiny golden lights. The lantern led Elowen to a narrow bridge, crossing a quiet stream. The water reflected the stars, beginning to appear above. She paused halfway across. The lantern waited patiently. She listened. The stream, the breeze, the rustling leaves, everything seemed to breathe together. It was one of those rare moments when the whole world felt wonderfully unhurried. She continued walking. The forest slowly opened into a meadow. Wildflowers swayed gently beneath the moonlight. In the distance, she saw another traveler. An elderly man sat quietly upon a fallen tree. His backpack rested beside him. He looked tired. The lantern floated toward him. Its warm light settled gently beside his feet. The old man smiled. "I've been wandering for hours," he said softly. "I knew someone would come." Elowen sat beside him for a while. They shared warm tea from her little flask. Neither of them spoke very much. Sometimes, silence is the kindest conversation. After a while, the old man stood. The lantern floated ahead once more. He followed it down another path before disappearing among the trees. He turned back. "Thank you." Elowen wasn't sure whether he meant her or the lantern. Perhaps both. The lantern returned. Its light remained steady. Again, it floated forward. Again, Elowen followed. Hours seemed to pass, or perhaps only minutes. Time felt wonderfully unimportant. The lantern guided her to many places. A little fox searching for its den, a child looking for her family's cottage, a traveler resting beside an old oak tree. Each time, the lantern never spoke. It simply shone, and somehow everyone knew which direction to walk. Finally, the forest became quiet once again. The lantern climbed a small hill. At its top stood a tiny stone cottage. Warm light glowed behind its windows. Smoke curled gently from its chimney. A woman opened the front door. She smiled, as though she had been expecting them. "Come inside," she said. The cottage smelled of fresh bread, lavender, and cinnamon. A fire crackled gently in the hearth. Soft blankets rested across old wooden chairs. A kettle quietly sang above the flames. The woman poured warm herbal tea into 2 small cups. Elowen wrapped her hands around hers. The warmth felt comforting. "So many people become lost," Elowen said quietly. The woman nodded. "Not always on roads," she said. She looked toward the lantern resting beside the fireplace. "Sometimes they simply forget where peace lives," she said. Elowen looked at the little lantern. Its light was softer now, almost sleepy. "It always finds them?" "It reminds them," the woman smiled. "Home is not always a place. Sometimes it's simply the feeling that you are safe." The words settled gently inside Elowen's heart. Outside, rain began to fall. Tiny drops tapped against the windows. The fire glowed lower. The room became wonderfully still. The lantern flickered quietly. Then, very slowly, its light began to fade. Not because it was growing weaker, but because its work was finished. The woman carefully lifted it. She carried it back outside. Together, they returned to the little wooden post beside the road. She hung the lantern exactly where Elowen had first found it. Immediately, its warm golden light returned, steady, patient, waiting for whoever might need it next. Elowen smiled. "I think someone will come tomorrow," she said. The woman nodded. "They always do." Elowen looked down the quiet road. It no longer seemed unfamiliar. Every path felt like a little kinder now. Every light a little warmer. Every journey a little less lonely. She adjusted her bag, tucked her journal beneath her arm, and continued walking beneath the stars. She knew she would never forget the little lantern or what it had quietly taught her. Sometimes the greatest kindness is not leading someone somewhere new. It is simply helping them remember the way home. You don't need to follow Elowen any farther tonight. She's exactly where she needs to be, walking peacefully beneath the stars. The little lantern still glows behind her, waiting patiently for anyone whose heart has grown tired. Take one slow breath in and gently breathe out. Imagine that warm lantern beside your own bed, its soft golden light filling the room. Calm, safe, quiet. There's nothing left to carry tonight, nothing left to search for. You are already home. Your breathing becomes slower, your body grows heavier. The day gently slips away. The lantern continues shining, softly, patiently, until sleep quietly finds you. Rest now and let peaceful dreams guide you home. Good night.